Hi, Cancer. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. Today, we're going to ask Spirit, what are they hiding? What is the person that you're thinking of? What are their thoughts and feelings? What are they holding back? What are they hiding? What is it that Spirit wants you to know? How do they want you to see this relationship more clearly? This is for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher. Spirit, if you could please share with me any messages of love. What are they hiding? What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you need us to hear today? I am listening for you now. What are they hiding? Presence of absence. Hold what is absence in the presence of your love. So are you missing somebody? Are they not available? Are they not showing up? Are they not consistent in this relationship somehow? So you could be in a relationship with somebody and be missing them. You could be in a marriage with somebody and be lonely. So it could be something along those lines. Let's see what else they're saying. I have broken dreams. Only you can accept or reject your dreams. Okay. You're the only one who can decide whether this is acceptable or not. Okay. How your person's behaving, or are they being absent in your life when you're still giving them your heart or your time, or preventing you from being with anybody else. So only you can decide. And then I have setting an intention. Lacking personal direction begets confusion and life as a pawn to someone else's game on chess. Okay. Setting your intentions. You're not interested in playing a game of chess with anybody, right? You're not interested in, a game, so we want to move in the direction of, no more games. It's that energy of, sometimes I hear from you, sometimes I don't, sometimes you're in my life and we're really good, and sometimes you're not. You kind of, come and go in my life, So set the intentions of what it is that you want, and this person either has to step up and stop playing games, or start to show you that you come first. Let's see what the cards are saying. I have an 8 of Wands. That's a shift. Okay. 3 of Pentacles. There could be a third party involved. There could be, I am going to tag this as a third party only because that is jumping out at me. There could be a third party involved, and, you're kind of waiting for this person. I have a Chariot that's moving forward, and I have a Page of Pentacles. That's time and effort. Okay. So possibly a shift in direction of, making a decision to move things forward with you and release energy of a third party. Spirit, can I have, they're making up their mind as this Emperor. I have worry and fears, and I have a 2 of Swords. Yeah, there's a decision. Okay. So it's either no more games, or, decide. It could be you asking them to decide. All right. For those of you that are in a, third party situation of some kind, I have a Fool. So you're ready to start this journey, and I've got a 10 of Swords. So there's got to be an ending. So it's a decision. It's a decision to move forward in some way. Let's keep going. Let's see what they're holding back from you. Maybe they haven't told you that's what they want yet. Maybe you're still patiently waiting for them to decide, or weighing all your options, like, what is it that I want? What's best for me? What's best for my future? Let's see what else they're saying. Spirit, please give me clarity in this situation. I have a Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings. I feel like they're making up their mind. Okay. They may be holding back that they have, when they're going to do it or end something. If they have to leave a marriage, and because they want to be with you, and you're just kind of waiting, or even just any kind of some relationship that they've been in, they have to let that other person know that they need to end it. They may not want you to know when it's going to happen. Okay, that could be they need to do it on their own, is what they're hiding. They don't want you involved. Almost this feeling of you weren't there when it started, you shouldn't be there when it ends. So it's a feeling of it's something they just have to do on their own, Spirit just said. But you do have their heart. You have won their heart. They do have realized that they're in love with you and they are choosing you. So they've got to separate. You know, even right now, they could be pulling away from you while they're trying to get up the nerve to end what else is in their past. So don't be surprised if there's a lot of mixed feelings when they're making that decision. Heartbroken. They could be feeling heartbroken, even if it's the best thing for them. You know, can you be falling in love with somebody and be sad that a past is ending at the same time? Yes. Okay. But they could be very sad about this breakup. They could be having a hard time with, I'm just trying to move on. I want to be with you. I'm in love with you. I don't want to play any more games. I'm not going to keep you waiting any longer. I know that you've been waiting for an answer, something like that. And but they have to go through it on their own, and that's what they're holding back. They don't want you to know the timeline. They don't want you to get involved in it. They don't want you to give any guidance or any advice. So it's a little bit of a risk, right? They're not showing their hand, right? No more games. They're not showing their hand. They're keeping it to themselves. They're separating from somebody with that axe, and then they're going to come back with this energy of it's over. Okay, it's over. I did it. I told somebody something, and now I can just focus on you. But we're not there yet. And they're going through the motions of when it's going to happen, how they would, end something. And that's something they have to do on their own. So that's what they're holding back. They're holding back that they have made up their mind that obviously they can't do both for the rest of their life, and that they do choose you and their heart is leaning towards you and they do want to be with you. So no more games, and time is up, right? There's the battle. The battle is over. We're heading into a battle even. The Hierophant, they're letting Spirit guide them because they want to do the right thing. They want to do it. They don't want to be in the situation they're in any longer, is how it just came into me. Nobody wants to be hurting somebody or lying to somebody. So I feel like they're trying to do the right thing and just to be able to move on with their life. They're just trying to look ahead for their future. And then there's the abundance and the offer that comes into you after this is. And we look at bottom of the deck, I have the World and the Fool. So we start this new journey. We start this new phase. We start it together. But we've got to stop playing games with that, it can stay the way it is. It's not going to stay the way it is. This is a big change, okay? Big decision, all right, to move forward with you. And that's how it's coming into me. It's pretty crystal clear, but they're holding back as to when this is going to happen or how they're going to do it. It's something they have to do on their own. It kind of reminds me of like when a dog or an animal is sick, they go off into the woods by themselves. They don't want anybody else to be there with them. It's something they have to just do on their own. It's that kind of energy. Like, you cannot be involved with me while I'm going through this decision. No to toxic behavior, getting rid of toxic traits, patterns, denial, for your highest good. So saying no to something that's toxic. It could be them realizing that the relationship in their past was toxic. I've got to say no. I've got to push it out. Big decisions. No, trust your angels. Too stubborn to change. There will be a divine intervention after hitting rock bottom. Allow things to unfold. You can't make this person's mind up for them. Only they can, and you can't push them. If you push them into an ultimatum, you say, I don't want to do this anymore, you back away. they'll throw up their hands and say, fine, go. Okay. So this is somebody that has to hit the bottom of, this is so toxic. The whole situation has been so toxic. It's so dramatic. It's so unnerving. It's so emotional. I can't do it anymore. And only then will they say, I'm done with all these games. Yes, to an ego death. The journey wasn't easy. They're fully aware of their mistakes and they want to make things right. So they want to repair the damage, after all is said and done, because this could be just an emotional roller coaster ride for some of you as well. And then independence. You are meant to learn how to be alone so you can thrive on your own efforts and you can be your own hero. In the meantime, until you have some kind of promises, you are independent. You are alone in a sense. Okay. If you're the third party, you are alone. So Spirit's saying, just be yourself, take care of yourself first. Let me get another one of these. And then there's tremendous fear of loss. The fear of losing you is much greater than the fear of the unknown. So, and they are giving me some kind of indication of timeline here with any time now. All right. So very, very emotional reading, quite frankly, for those of you that are in love with somebody that you can't have yet, something along those lines. The fear of loss, right? They don't want to lose you, and that is, that's the biggest thing. I don't want to hurt somebody else, but I don't want to hurt you. It's like everybody's going to get hurt or somebody's going to get hurt. And it's just kind of painful all the way around. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have? I have regrets. I'm filled with fear and doubt. I have regrets. You can see I'm holding, it could be a wedding. It could be a marriage that they're ending to be with somebody. So I have regrets of some of my actions. Your person's holding back and hiding feelings about, everything that they're going through. All right. Yes. Are they in love with you? Yes. Do they want to be with you? But they have a lot of mixed emotions for this other side of the relationship that they have. So you have to be aware of that. They have tremendous fear. Love scares me because it scarred me. Okay. I don't want to be scarred again. I've been in a toxic relationship. I need to remove myself from that toxic relationship. I want to know that what I'm heading, if I do that, that I'm heading into a better life, a more stable life, more secure life. My life is dull and unfulfilling right now. I've been bored. I haven't been happy. That's since you've come into their life, you probably have changed their life completely. They were probably very unhappy before they met you. So those are the things that they hold on to. Those are the things that they're holding back from you. And there's nothing I can do about it right now. I feel limited. So maybe that's been the excuses. I can't do anything right now because of timeline, children, houses, finances. But they are making up their mind. And that is something that I feel like is important for you to know. I feel confident that everything will work out for us. I just know it. So if you believe in this person, I want you to believe in them because they believe in what their decision that they're making. They feel confident that when we get through this, it's almost the feeling of when I get to the other side, even if this is really, really hard right now, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. All right. So they feel confident that they choose you. All right. So it's almost this feeling of let me do what I have to do so that then we can be together one day. I have a 6 of Swords. They have to move on from something else. 10 of Pentacles in order to find that happiness, that abundance that they're looking for. I have a 7 of Wands. I'm not going to give up on the thought that we could be really happy together. I'm not going to give up on you. So something's going on with that. And I feel like you are my soulmate. So that's why they're not giving up on you. They feel something with you that maybe they never had with their past. And that's something that they are just holding on to. Whether it's I'm just deeply in love with you, I've fallen in love with you, I want to be with you. And, it's finally kind of time's up and No more games, and let's make a decision once and for all. And that's where we're at. You are too good to me. Okay. You're too good for me. I'm thinking of you. Okay. I'm always thinking of you. I think about marrying you. Do I think I have a future with you? Yes. Maybe this person's maybe even talked about that already. I want to be with you. I'd rather be married to you. I've got to, end what I have to be with you. So I want to marry you someday. I mean, maybe you've made promises to each other already. So that could be going on also. Things are complicated right now. So how do we get through that? And I have no doubt in my mind things are complicated. All right. I do think about spending my life with you. I do spend about a future with you, but we've got to go through the steps to get there. We've got to do it. But this person is holding back with what their plan is, what their timeline is, when they're going to pull the trigger, how they're going to do it. They want to do that all by themselves. They don't want you to be there or be part of that. Okay. They're trying to keep the two separate somehow. So that's important for you to know. Continue to love yourself unconditionally. Absolutely. My love for you is unconditional. So there's lots of love here. I feel like you're my soulmate. I have abandonment issues. I don't want this to end. There was a fear of loss, and I just want this to grow spiritually. Beautiful. I feel like this is meant to be. We're going to put this out into the universe. It's a difficult, challenging situation. But for those of you that are waiting for an answer from your person, I do feel like your person's ready to stop playing games and trying to have it all. And they finally are getting to a point where they're making the decision. And the decision is to move towards you and to be with you. So let's put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to continue to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you always, my Cancer. So grateful. Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate it. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com.